Ladies and gentlemen, there aren't enough words in the world for me to describe our first speaker tonight. He is a dear friend, he is brave, he is smart, he is amazing, and I am so excited that you get to hear his story. Please welcome Rob Targos.
Truth is, I thought it mattered. I thought that music mattered. But does it bollocks? Not compared to how people matter.
I got knocked down, but I got up again. You beat me down. I got knocked down, but I got up again. And then a little beat me down. So I just wanted to do that to show the importance of my crutches, my extensions, my devices. And my devices have been with me for a very long time, over 40 years. And when I came into this world, into existence, like a wrecking ball, like a Miley Cyrus wrecking ball. But I was born this way, as Lady Gaga proclaimed. But I was born with spinal meningitis, which became cerebral palsy, and it upset my parents' worldview like I wouldn't believe. And it was one of the most difficult experiences, just trying to get them to understand not only my disability, but also what my crutches and what my disability means to me. One of my earliest memories is, who knows the song Rubber Band Man? Yeah. So I start to lose control when before the Rubber Band Man starts to jam. And that, first of all, it was Linda Carter, who was Wonder Woman, and she sang with the Muppets on the Muppet Show. And that was one of my earliest experiences with understanding my crutches, because they were something that not everybody could understand. And in the 1970s, being born on November 17th, 1972, don't worry, no one's gonna steal my identity, because no one wants my crutches. But it was one of the best experiences of my life, also because my crutches then became something that not only I used, but also was a part of me. And one of the things that I learned as someone with a disability who had difficulty walking, one of my earliest representations of men was Adam West as Batman. And the way that he talked with lavish alliterations and consonant criminals creepily crawling against the Cape Crusaders. And that in itself, I started to get fascinated with language. And of course, this kind of show about men, who doesn't like comic books? So, and if you like that, you're gonna understand, and like the next reference, which is Lou Ferrigno in The Incredible Hulk. I grew up idolizing The Incredible Hulk, and Lou Ferrigno not only because he was the super strong monster, but also because he had a hearing impairment, and it was the first person with a disability that I realized on television had a disability. And the some of the negative side of having a disability was not understanding that the anger and frustration that I had that came from my parents, and that was primarily because they couldn't understand why I couldn't do things like penmanship. And one of the reasons why my crutches are so important is because they help me to get around, and they're a part of me. They're not just something that I use. And I remember going to school and doing homework late at night, and my dad getting so frustrated with me because of my disability, and whether I would fall or make a mistake with homework, and he would take away my crutches and yell at me for hours. And I would just have to sit there and take it, hour after hour, day after day, and year after year. And recently, I talked to my brother, who went through some of the same issues that I did, and we talked about how he had a similar experience. But one of the things that was important distinction was I couldn't move because my crutches were in the corner, and I just had to wait until my dad was tired of yelling at me, or when he would give my crutches. So it was a very difficult experience. One of the things that I really learned was that it was their frustration and not something that I need to worry about. And one of the things that Aaron and Jonathan and Josh have really explained to me and made me realize was that it was something that it was their limited ability to understand me. So I just want to thank Aaron and Jonathan and Josh and Danny for all their help and support, because they've helped me to realize the power of struggle, even if it is with my disability and with my crutches. And I proudly stand, even if I get knocked down and get up again. You're never going to keep me down. Thank you.